The Journey Home, the story of the breath and the inner house. Dear friend, let me tell you a story about a traveler. His name doesn't matter, because this story could be about any one of us, about you, or about me. This traveler had come a long way on the road of life. He carried on his shoulders the burden of unmet expectations, bore in his heart the scars of brokenness, and echoed in his mind were the constant voices of anxiety about the future. He believed happiness lay at the end of the road, at some distant destination, perhaps dazzling success, perfect love, or abundant wealth. So he rushed forward without rest, trying to collect more luggage, searching for shiny things on the outside to fill the emptiness within. But life was not as smooth as he had imagined. The path grew rougher. Unexpected storms came and swept away parts of his baggage. He lost his way in the darkness of loneliness. People he loved sometimes left, leaving him with the pain of separation. He tried to cling, to hold on, but everything seemed to slip further from his grasp. Fatigue crept in. His legs grew weary. His breath, heavy. There were moments when he just wanted to stop, to throw everything away, and collapse. His suffering was not only what happened to him, but also the resistance, the desperate clinging against the ever-changing flow of life. He thought of himself as a victim, a small boat drifting helplessly in a stormy sea. And then, on a fateful night under a cold, starlit sky, the traveler could no longer move forward. He collapsed by the roadside. Tears mixed with dust. He was engulfed in loneliness, a deep despair he had never known. In that dark moment, when all hope seemed to fade, a thought flickered, small, like a spark in the night. He remembered a distant teaching he had once heard. Come home, return to your true home. But what home? He asked in despair. He had no home anymore, nowhere to return to. Yet then, a familiar sensation arose, the feeling of his own body, trembling from exhaustion. The feeling of his breath, still going in and out, though faint. The breath. He whispered to himself. In that moment, in the darkness and despair, he had nothing left to hold on to except his very own breath. He decided to try the only thing he could still do. He stopped all thinking, all resistance, and focused only on his breath. Breath in, breath out. And something miraculous happened. It wasn't magic that made the pain disappear instantly. But as he gave his full attention to his breath, it was as if an invisible door slowly opened. Behind that door was not some distant destination, but a space, deeply peaceful and still, resting quietly within himself. It was a peace that did not depend on where he was on the road, or how much baggage he had left. It had always been there, hidden beneath the dust and burdens he had carried for so long. From that moment, the traveler understood. The home he had been seeking all along was not at the end of the road, but already within him. The breath was the key that opened the door to that home. He began a new journey, the journey inward. Whenever he felt lost, exhausted, or overwhelmed by sorrow, he stopped running. He sat down, placed a hand on his chest, and returned to his breath. He learned to welcome unpleasant emotions like uninvited guests. He no longer chased them away or judged them. He simply observed them, with the awareness of the breath, with the compassionate gaze of a host looking at his guests. Ah, sadness is here. Breath in, sadness is present. Breath out, I am still here. Gradually, he realized those emotions, like clouds in the sky, would come and go. They did not define who he truly was. His true nature was the calm and quiet space within, the home that the breath had helped him rediscover. Life still had its challenges. The road still had rough patches. But now, the traveler no longer felt like a tiny boat drifting aimlessly. He knew he had a refuge, a peaceful home in his soul. And he had the breath, a faithful companion, always ready to bring him back. Dear friend, this story is a reminder. Wherever you are on your journey, no matter how heavy your burden may feel, please remember, the peaceful home is always there, waiting for you to return. Mindful breathing is the door. Just pause, take a deep breath, and feel. You are already home.